Okay, so boom, let me tell y'all how my ex-fiance became my ex-fiance, a new husband, and a new dad, all in a year of his best friend, who is now his new wife.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is another story time. So come with your popcorn, something to eat, get it played in the background, do like just chill and just go whatever watch because this story time is piping. So this story time is a story time of a woman who came on to share the story of how her ex-fiance got to be a new husband, a dad in a space of 1 year after she called off the wedding in front of the altar after his so-called best friend stopped their wedding by saying how much he loves our ex-fiance. And anyway, guys, let's go check out this story time and we'll come back and talk more.
Y'all know what this means when I'm sitting here. I work with this sweater on and this tourniquet in my head. Story time. Okay, so boom, let me tell y'all how my ex-fiance became my ex-fiance, a new husband, and a new dad, all in a year of his best friend, who is now his new wife, speaking now and not forever holding her peace at my wedding. So let me tell y'all, she was invited to the wedding because he had told me, like, can she please come to the wedding? That's my best friend. And I already have reservations on letting her come to the wedding, but I was like, you know what? That's his best friend. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He told me, don't worry about her. And I'm not really worried about her, even though I have my reservations, because I really should have been popping off because I've been really one of my, he was trying to convince me that she didn't want my, she wanted my. Disclaimer, I am a firm believer that men should have women friends and women should have men friends. Platonic. And I do believe that women and men can have platonic relationships if they're grown and they're not weirdos. And that they could respect people's boundaries. It's really about respect. So anyways, back to how I had to knock off at my wedding, in my wedding dress. And still never even made it to become a wife. So let me just tell y'all this, let me just set the scene for y'all before we go into the backstory of it, right? So basically, we at the wedding or whatever. She's invited. I didn't even really want to invite her. Anyway, she came because this is his best friend. Whatever. I should have snatched his lips off his face when he asked. So boom, it's a good day. Everything's good. Like, I kind of have a weird feeling, but I don't really know what the weird feeling is. But I'm just going with the day because it's my wedding day. Like, you know, maybe it's just nerves. So y'all, boom, 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 boom. We get to the altar, y'all. We at the altar and the reverend's talking, and they're like, is there anybody here who objects to this marriage, y'all? And I don't know if y'all watch A Different World, but y'all remember when Dwayne was like, baby, please. That's how I felt it was. And she was like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Don't do this. I've loved you. You know this. We just had a conversation. You told me you weren't going to go through with it. What? Oh, I'm about to put my hands on somebody. So now we all turn around like this. I look at my bridesmaids. They tying their hair up. Oh, yeah. We about to beat your ass. Like, about to get jumped. And then as I'm sitting in confusion, all I hear is my cousins go, love, why you being weird to me? You said you wanted to get married. I know how many of my cousins coming. We riding at dawn. But before I let y'all know what happened and how we beat her and her cousins the and when I say we, I mean all I could do was hit somebody with my bouquet because I had my wedding dress on and I had no motion in it, no motion. Since I didn't need my wedding bouquet no more because what is about to happen now, I beat somebody ass with it. So my bouquet ended up having no flowers by the end of all of this. But let's just give y'all a backstory, okay? So just to set the scene of what happened at that wedding, my bouquet was flowerless. Me and my ex were together for all of 4 years. That was including the engagement and what was supposed to be our wedding. So we really were getting married on our anniversary of our 4th year because we just wanted one anniversary date. So this is our 4th year wedding anniversary when we decided to lose mind because that's literally what had to have happened. So she doesn't know me. I don't know her. Like, she knows of me because I'm his fiance and I know of her as being a third. Literally, that's how I know her. Like, I seen the text messages. I seen the messages. When he had asked for her to come to my wedding, we were making the guest list. He was like, oh, well, I want to put her on there. And I was like, no, she's not coming. Like, she wants you. And that's when I told him, like, she wants you. And he was like, I never told him how I knew. And he was like, no, she don't. No, she don't. She got a baby daddy. Da-da-da-da. She in love. She in love. She be calling you, crying about her baby daddy, venting to you about her baby daddy. Yeah, she in love with you. So this is his best friend. So, like, she comes around on, like, like sometimes we have like football Sunday or whatever, and like I'll cook and like she'll come over there with her baby daddy, and I don't know, I guess they had a conversation, and one day she came to me and she was like, I know you guys are having your wedding, you're making the guest list, and I just was wondering if I was gonna be able to be on it. And I just looked at her dead in her face because, and I looked at him and I looked at her, and I looked at him and I looked at her, because why do you have to talk to me? So I was like, I don't know, I'll think about it. That was it. And then like, I went over there and I started talking to my cousins. So I didn't have no problem with her, but I already knew, like I already peeped the game. So like, please get the place. She asked me that in the beginning of the wedding planning, and then like I just never answered. And then like 2 months go by when we're finalizing the list, and he's like, are you gonna let her come? And I'm like, you know what, let her come. And then he was like, well, she want a +1 because she want to bring her baby daddy. And I'm like, do her baby daddy know that she in love with you? He just look at me like, Destiny, man, you do too. You always got this. I'm just saying, do he know? So I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. Like, she could come. Like, I'm not really, I have a trust in my man. You put your trust in it. You figure. After that, it's just like, okay, she's coming. She got a +1. She's far from my mind. I'm in wedding planning mode. I got things to do. Like, I do not think about not another second in my life. As we get closer to the wedding or whatever, she starts calling a little bit more. And at this point, she's crying and she's telling him and venting to him about how her baby daddy did her head between the washer and the dryer. And I'm like, why is she calling you? Like, why are you the first person she calls to tell you that her baby daddy is Ike and she Tina, and you are engaged and you're planning a wedding? Like, I don't know, something wasn't sitting right with me. It was like, and you could just tell by the conversation, like he was just consoling her a little too much. Let her cry. Like, literally, where are her brothers and cousins? Because he needs to get beat up, and you not about to go beat him up. You're not about to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I'm so sorry. Now let's go back to the text messages that I seen that I did not tell y'all about, or him that I seen. So the text messages I end up saying, I just am so sad. I can't believe that you proposed to her. That should have been me. I know I'm your best friend, but I thought that we would have more. I thought that you would finally see my worth, and you didn't. And you let me be with this man, and you know he don't love me the way that you love me. And every time he makes me feel bad, you're there to help me, and you care about my feelings, and you make me feel so seen. So knowing what the text message said and hearing what she's saying right now is the reason why my wedding turned into fight night and we did not get our deposit back. I want y'all to know that now. No deposit was given back. So now when I see these text messages, there's nothing said. It just says read. And I'm like, there's no that he did not respond. There's no way. So what I do is go to the recently deleted, and I recover all the messages from her name, and they go back. So now I go back, and now I see like a whole thread of messages. And in all the messages, he's like, you know, if Destiny find out, she gonna beat your and is. And she's like, I can't believe you. I can't believe that you're gonna choose her over me. And he's like, what you mean I'm gonna choose over me? This is my fiance. Like, where are you even coming from with this? Like, yada, 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 this, that, and the other. Like, and she's like, are you gonna act like we didn't have nothing? He was like, well, what we had, that was just brief. It was a lapse in judgment. That was before we got engaged. You knew that. I told you I wanted to be with her, and I didn't want to be with you. So I don't even understand what this is. You can't come to our wedding no more. You not coming to our wedding. So now I'm reading the messages, and I'm like, you still giving the too much. I'm confused. Like, you should have blocked you should have called her a blocked her bitch weirdo. So I had found these messages like a couple months before the wedding, and it was around our bachelor party. It was like around the time that we were about to leave to go to our bachelor party. So when I found the messages, I just didn't say nothing, because I was like, okay, like, you know, like he did shut it down. Like he low-key he had a little bit of loyalty. He had a little bit of loyalty. Dummy. I'm a dummy. I processed it like the whole time. So then one night at the bachelor party, I just decided like, all right, y'all, let's play a game. Let's play put a finger down. So I'm like, y'all put a finger down if you found messages of your fiance and his best friend, and basically it looked like they in love a little bit, and you don't know what to do because your wedding is coming up, but he low-key stood on business. And if you think that I should go through with the wedding and you don't know what to do, and life is just hitting you, life is just hard, and you just crying, and you don't want to cry, you just want to be happy, and you about to go on your honeymoon, and you're about to go to Bali, and they're like, what? So now I'm just sitting there because I didn't put my finger down and I'm waiting for somebody else to put their finger down because it's only my life a joke. So now me and them talking about it, and so, you know, after everybody put their opinion in, we got the people calling me a stupid, I'm still gonna get married. Then you got the ones like consoling me like, Destiny, I understand. Like, them the ones that really got my heart. The other ones, they're so mean to me. They're so mean. Like, I know I'm stupid. Like, what? You know how much I paid for this wedding? Then you got the other ones like, get your lick back. So like, so boom, we back from the bachelor and bachelorette party. It's just not sitting right with me. So like one day in marriage counseling, I was like, you know, we was like beefing a little bit, like relationship shit. So then when we get there one day, I'm just like, I don't want to walk into our marriage like this with this being known, and I need you to explain something to me, because if I get up there and I don't have a answer, we're gonna end up in a divorce. I need you to explain to me right now, what are these messages that I found in the phone with her telling her that she love you, basically, and that she can't believe that you marrying me and you proposing to me, and you telling her I was gonna beat her ass. So then now he just look at the therapist and then he look at me and he like, what? So you wanna, so you didn't hear me? So now the therapist is like, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, please explain to both of us at the same time what's going on. And he's like, Destiny, I didn't think that you would ever find the messages. I could not believe her. I uninvited her to the wedding. I'm like, I know you uninvited her to the wedding, but I need you to explain to me what was going on. Like, were y'all having an affair? What was going on? He was like, no, it was nothing like that. I did start to see signs that she was getting a little bit too close to me, especially when she was going through her man. And I'm like, I told you that. I told you that. The therapist is just as flabbergasted as me. Flabbergasted. She's speechless. I don't think she said nothing. For 5 minutes, I think she was just staring. Because we want to hear this. Now I'm like, emotionally cheating on me is way worse than physically cheating. Like, both of them are insane and both of them will get your lips in your face. But I'm turning over a new leaf. But there's never a problem for me to go back. Like, so do I need to go back there? We need clarification here. So now he's like, I blocked her. I have not talked to her in weeks. Like, I know how it looks and I apologize and I'm sorry, y'all. Then here comes Niagara Falls. Now he's crying. He's like, I know I should have been told you what was going on. I just, the stress of the wedding, I didn't want to ruin it. Like, I still love you. You're still the one I want to be with. Yada, 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 yada. So at this point, he blocked her, right? So now I'm just like, you know what? Like, he said he blocked her. Like, I trust him. I knew what's going on. He didn't see it. He's now finally seeing it, y'all. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So as he's talking and he's explaining to me how he like didn't want to tell me and he was trying to hide it from me. He knew how it would look, and I was his friend for a long time and it was hard for him, but he did choose me. I'm just sitting there listening and thinking about it, like, he has me like, if he thinks that it should have never been a question who you were choosing. That bitch should have been gone when I told you that she was crossing lines back then. And now look where we are. But I'm just sitting here listening because, like, I gotta take it to the chin. There was no contact before the wedding. There was no contact at all. She was blocked because weird. And I just never, I still don't understand right now to this day what the bitch is right now. Like, it pisses me off thinking about it. Actually, I'm triggered. So now fast forward, like, it's like a week before the wedding and he's getting all these spam emails and all these unknown calls and someone just blowing his phone up. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but you better get it together. So, like, one day, like, I was in the bathroom and the phone just keep ringing. And I'm like, I just pick it up. I'm like, hello? How may I help you? How may I help you? And she's like, I really just need to talk to him. I'm going to beat you up. So the only thing you're going to need is a hospital bed, because I'm going to knock you in the next week when I see you. You get in the field. Why do you keep calling his phone? You being disrespectful, and I'm not taking lightly to it. I let the text message slide because I've seen the messages. I got videotapes. Like, at this point, I want to fight. You better hope I don't see you. You need to stop calling his phone. She's like, I've always been here. I don't give a damn. So as she's talking on the phone, telling me all these things, he comes in the room and I mute the phone and I said, shut up. Like, don't say nothing. Yeah. He like, you answer my phone. Not right now. Hang up on you. Not in the mood. Well, I'll pick that call up later. Don't worry about it. We're here right now, though. Focus. So I'm listening. She's just going, y'all, spilling her heart out. Oh, my God. She couldn't wait to talk to me. Oh, my God. Are we friends? Besties? So she's talking and she's saying all these things. You don't ask him to pray. Me and him pray together. We pray for your relationship. I wanted to work out with you guys. I'm on your team. Yes, I love him, but I only love him as a friend. And he tells me he's not really happy with you and this and this and this. So I'm looking, I'm like, you pillow talking with this? Now I hang up. Tell her bye. So he's like, bro, I told you already. I already told you. And she like, what you mean you already click? Hang up mid-sentence. He's like, I'm going to change my number. You better do. So now when I hang up, me and him arguing. Because what the going on? She's been blowing your phone up. So is this the person that's been emailing you and calling you? Do you know that? Have you spoke to her? No, I haven't spoke to her. I've really been ignoring her. She's just been doing the most. Yada, yada, yada. This, that, and the third. And I'm like, no, you really haven't. Because she's emotionally invested and you think that I'm going to walk down the aisle and marry you next week and you have a that's in love with you right now in our face today. Like, do you think that that would be something smart to do or like, right? So now here we go again with the crying. Like, oh my God, save the tears. What our mamas used to say, shut up crying before I give you something to cry about. Because what the are you crying for? I don't got tears for you. All I have is anger. I am pissed. So what the do you think? Like, do I look like I have stupid written across my forehead? Like, now I'm asking him all these type of questions because I'm confused. Do you really think I should go down the aisle and marry? He's like, I love you. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. I don't know what she's doing. I told you I blocked her. I did. She's tripping. She's tripping. This goes on for an hour and it gets nowhere. It's just going in a circle because I'm still confused. If I'm nothing else, I'm confused. Our wedding is in a week. Our wedding is in a week. So now, like, y'all, yeah, I cried. Because, man, you got me like you're playing in my face. Like I love this person. But, like, at the same time, you know, like, it's hard to really trust yourself in certain situations. Like, I know what I need to do, but at the same time, like, your mind and your heart, that's a dangerous game to play, okay? But I cry and get over shit. So now we've cried and we got over shit. So now after I processed, I'm like, I'm not marrying him. But you want to embarrass me, I'm going to embarrass out of you. So now, fast forward to the wedding. I already made my mind up before I walked down the aisle. Nobody knew. Everybody just knew. I never even told nobody about this last situation. I just kept it to myself. So nobody even knew but me and him that this was going on, right? But they knew that everything was out in the open. Everything else was out in the open. I'm going to stay in character. We're going to have this wedding. And you want to go low, I'm going to go to hell. I'm going to embarrass you. So I'm not going to say I do. So y'all, I was already up there on shit. All I told my bridesmaids and my cousins was we're on. So they already knew the assignment. So I was already up there on. So when she came in to like Dwayne Wayne, shit began gladly. And when I say anybody could get it, the mama, the grandma, the cousin, the aunties, the daddy, the brothers, the sisters, who wants it? So I tell my bridesmaids before we walk down the aisle, like we're in the room, final touches. I'm like, we're on. They're like, what you mean? We're on shit, stay alert. My brother is walking me down the aisle. So I'm telling him like, we on. So before me and Day turn the corner to walk down the aisle, I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, I just start laughing. And I'm like, Day, I'm on. I'm not saying I do. There's not going to be a wedding. I don't know what to expect. I already don't his family because they just some weirdos. So like, it just like everything was just aligning for me to not marry this man. Okay. So I'm telling him, he looking at me like, what? In complete confusion. You don't have that much time to be in confusion. These people about to see you. Fix your face, snap into character, and let's do what we got to do. Let's do what came to be done. At the end of the day got to end. So I'm like, warn the troops when you sit down. Because he's sitting in a line with my other cousins. So I'm like, warn the troops, but just let them know I'm on. So that's it. My bridesmaids still don't know what's going on. Mind y'all, we still only, he only knows. I only think at this point that I'm not getting married. I'm going to just say no, and I'm just shit, and I'm about to just turn this wedding up. I'm not thinking this delusional psycho thin line between love and hate is about to come up here and we're gonna have to up too. So y'all, we standing up there. My stomach is in knots. Like, I'm nervous because like, oh my God, like I gotta stand on business and I gotta do it with my chest out. Like, we're here now. Like, I can't go through with this. I can't marry this man. Like, that would be stupid. So here's where I I didn't think it all the way through. I should have never went to that wedding. I should have just broke it off before. But my impulsive thoughts and me going so left in my mind sometimes, this plan was just perfect. It was perfect to me. Now I'm standing up there at the altar, stomach in knots, y'all. My stomach is in my because I am dressed in this wedding dress. Everybody's here. Nobody knows I'm on it, but now Day Day and my cousins in that row. No, and I'm literally gonna say never mind when he asks me, do I do? Please say I do. I don't. So the officiant was funny and everything, right? So he's talking or whatever, and he's talking about how no 3 cords of 1 strand cannot easily be broken. With God as the center, you could have everything. And I'm just sitting there listening, like repenting. I'm just asking for forgiveness because God, only you know my heart, and only you know that I'm about to flip this table. So he finally says, if there's anyone here who thinks these two should not be married, speak now or forever hold your peace. And all you hear is, Josiah, I cannot believe you went through with this. So I instantly start cracking up like, hell no. And I look at my bridesmaids, and my bridesmaids already tying their hair up. So as my bridesmaid's tying her hair up, she's walking up. My cousin, who was already in the audience, already knew too, who wasn't a bridesmaid, y'all. Before she could even get there, when she walked past her, she like grabbed her by her hair and like yanked her. So by this time, I done slapped in the face with my bouquet because you got me, and I want everybody to know that we are not getting married. He been cheating on me with this here, crashing my wedding. What is this, y'all? Instant chaos, melee, beating up. Now come out the woodworks, all like it's like 10 of her cousins. You bought back up? Like none of you been our heads together. Like maybe we shouldn't go crash a wedding that is a crash out, and we know it's gonna whoop your ass. Y'all all just came and decided, like, we gonna get our ass beat together. Like, the fact that you would even put your cousins in harm's way like that is not very demure, not very cutesy. It's giving diabolical. It's giving y'all about to get beat the f*** up. It's giving what was y'all thinking on y'all way over here. Her and her family from Ratatouille are insane. So when she coming in and my cousin snatch her down, I can't get nowhere. All I'm doing now, and Josiah is up here and he looking like his eyes just big. He like, Destiny, stop him. I'm beating with my bouquet. Like there's no way I'm about to beat. So I'm just hitting him with his bouquet. His mom come up and she grabbed my arm. So now my mama come over there and my mama push down because we've been waiting to whoop y'all ass. I felt like the fight was going on for at least 5 minutes. Like it was just so much going on, y'all. I'm in my wedding dress, so I could barely move. Nothing to the girl because my cousins in jump. Like I don't know why did we ride at dawn. Like, it was so much havoc. It was so much chaos. Like, my grandma's sitting over there. Like, y'all better not knock my grandma down because then that's another thing. I'm standing up there. I could barely move in my dress. I need to pay attention to my grandma because if y'all knock my grandma down, I'm going to beat her. I will come out of this dress and beat behind my grandma. Now we got the wedding venue. People calling the police. People screaming. People yelling. There's so much going on. Josiah then ran. I don't know where he went. I didn't beat the flowers off. I didn't beat him with my bouquet till the flowers came off. The girl on the ground, she done got up and ran. Her wig came off. That's on the floor. Her cousins done ran after her. Now they scared. Now it's just so much going on. My bridesmaids, my dogs. So now I go back to the suite to get my stuff because I'm in my wedding dress. We got to get out of this venue. I know we're not getting our money back. We know we're not getting our money back. We got to take our L. So guys, we go get our stuff. We there for like another 30 minutes, y'all. By the time we go out, I had not seen Josiah since I beat him upside the head with my bouquet. Please remember this. So I go gather my stuff, and when we go back to the front to walk out, y'all, I had not seen Josiah since I knocked him upside his head with my bouquet. When I say knocked him upside his head, I beat the flowers off my bouquet, whooping his. And so when we go outside, y'all, guess who I see? Josiah and that girl like trying to talk to him, like, and he like, nah, she like walking behind him, he trying to walk away. But now I'm out of my dress. Oh, I'm about to beat. So I'm like, oh, you still here? But they had said they was gonna call the police. So a lot of my family, whoever was involved in the fight, y'all need to get here. But I had my dress on, so I really didn't do nothing but beat him. So now I'm in my, I got sweats, I got on slides, like, because I had to rush up out of there, just get out of my dress, and it's me, and it's only 2 of my cousins and my auntie. We don't, it could be us against the world. We're going to, I don't know, but I was playing. I don't know if she thought it was a joke, but I told her I'm going to beat your ass, and I wasn't playing. Like, first of all, you came in here and you ruined my wedding. You didn't even give me a chance to say I don't. Now I'm real mad. Okay, so boom, I'm walking out and I'm peeping the scene. So by the time I see it, I drop all my stuff and I start running. I don't say nothing to nobody. So as I'm running up on her, because she's walking with her back towards me, all you hear is her cousins going, Ryan, turn around. They in the car. All I hear is him saying that. So I'm guessing they in the car because I don't see none of these scared. They are in hiding. My cousins ran them. Got to be quicker than that because by the time she turned around, I'm already up on her. Me. Knock her ass on the ground. So now I'm beating her up and she's like, Josiah, you're not going to tell her. Every time she says his name, I'm in her mouth. Because you're not going to tell her, Josiah, you're not going to tell her what it is with us. You're not going to tell her what it is with us. The more she talks, the more I'm hitting her. He finally grabbed me up off her. Now I'm swinging on him because get off me. Your best bet? So now, y'all, we in the parking lot. Now we're in the, like, closer to the venue, and there's people walking to their car. So, like, his family run up, and my cousins is like, I dare anybody to jump in. His mama already don't want it. My auntie is standing right there. I'm going to push you down, and my auntie will knock you down. Mind y'all, we're leaving fast because we know that they're going to call the police. We know the police, it's bound for the police to come. By the time I'm done beating up and I get up, there's a bunch of people surrounding us. His family, it's only me, my cousins, and my auntie. They didn't have to hurry up and get her to her car because she needs medical attention. So now I'm walking in my car and I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm talking to my cousin, like, how long y'all think I'm gonna have to sit in this jail cell? All I'm thinking is like, oh my God, it's Saturday, I'm gonna have to sit in jail till Monday. Y'all know how I feel about jail. I do not jail none. Now I'm sitting in the holding tank reflecting, like, this is just a whole lot of, like, I'm crying at the same time because now, like, I can't even go on my honeymoon by myself and relax, relate, and release because now I'm in here waiting to be released. The one phone call I got, I spent calling my grandma boohoo crying because I am in disbelief. She couldn't even understand the words. She just kept telling me, Destiny, calm down. Like, grandma, I can't calm down. Y'all, I'm hyperventilating. What am I doing in jail? This is not a place for a princess. I didn't have to use my phone call to call nobody to bail me out because everybody knew where I was. I'm pretty sure once my cousin seen me going away in that cop car with a smile on my face, they called the family. They alerted the troops. So I know I'm not going to be sitting in there long, but 5 minutes is too long to be in jail, okay? So they're finally like, okay, you made bail. So, like, I don't know who's bailing me out because I have not talked to anybody. So when I'm walking out, I'm just, like, walking, just, like, thinking, and all I hear is Destiny. And I look to the left, and it's Josiah standing outside his car.
Whoa. Okay, guys, like, we're going to have a part two. Like, it's already long. It's already 26 minutes already. So there's going to be a part two to this story time. But let me know what you think about this entire story time down in the comment section. And as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thoughts, okay? I'm just going to share some of my few thoughts about this. And her name is Destiny. And this is not the first time I'm doing a story time of her. She's hilarious. She's crazy. She's that girl that she's going to put her hands on you. But first off, I want to know from you, do you think a man and another, or up two opposites, a man and a woman can be best friends even though they have a partner they are with? They can also have best friends? Because clearly, I personally, I don't think they can be best friends. They can be friends, like, because I feel like when you know someone, even before you meet your partner and you start dating and then even get married, those people, they came into your life and they stayed into your life until that point for a reason. So why should I just cut them off because now I have a partner, I have a spouse? So I believe that you can have a partner and still have a friend, but that's best friend quotes. That's why I will give the side that, like, every little thing they are coming to you. And I get it, sometimes you and that person, you probably have that good connection and all that, and that's the only person you can vent to. I get it, but gee, I don't know. Let me know what you think, if that is an ideal relationship. Okay, I'd like to know your own take about it down in the comment section. That. Secondly, I really can't wait to watch the part two right now, because what was she say? What was the thing the other lady was saying, that if if the guy will not tell Destiny? And I know some people will say probably this is a story time, this is fake story. I don't know. I don't know if it's real or fake and all that. And that's because Destiny actually did that. Put your finger down. I saw that video. So I think it's real. Okay. So first up, what's that thing? I feel like maybe she's pregnant, and maybe I feel like the man has been sleeping with his so-called best friend. Okay, I feel like for that kind of emotional attachment that the other woman has towards this man. It can just come from the friendship level. There's more emotions and there's physical connections there that leads to that emotions be locked down. Nobody's going to tell me otherwise, and I'm super excited to hear the other part of the story. But also, what destiny did, that is diabolic. Like planning that you're going to go to your wedding and not going to say yes. That is diabolic. How you like? What even came to your head, girl, for you to think of that? Like, okay, that's how I'm going to play it. Like, I personally, I believe that I understand you've paid for venue, you've done everything, you paid for everything, and you just want to show up and probably make a point because there are some people like that. I can be like that sometimes too, but also I also like my peace. I also like my peace. So I personally, I will sort things out before the wedding. Like I'll probably end it up before the wedding. But let me know if you will be like Destiny. Try to pull that type of game. Try to go to the altar just to look at his face and say, "No, I'm not getting married to you." Let me know if you like to play, if you play that type, or you'll be the type that you sort it out, you end the relationship before the wedding, or even before walking down the aisle. But what Destiny did, that is just that's diabolic, girl. Easy, okay. So I personally, like, I won't do it that way. That's not my thing. But the other woman having the guts to come to the church to object, she deserves whatever whooping she got, because that's disrespectful. Because just really imagine that Destiny was really planning to go through with this wedding and all that. That is how she could have come and messed things up. Like, I don't understand when people wait until that day of the wedding for them to object a wedding. Like, here in Nigeria, let me know if it's the same thing in your country, wherever you're watching from. Here in Nigeria, if you are if you're about to get married, you're in church and the court, there's a 21 days notice out there. Like in church, if you're getting married in a church, you see the church is going to announce your wedding 3 Sundays before your wedding, so that anybody that has any objection can come to the church to alter the marriage, to say this is what this person did to me, this is why I don't think they should get married, or oh, he was my husband, or whatever issues you have, you can present it at that time. Why on the court too, they give 21 days notice, they publish it out there, and you're allowed to come and object anything. But I also know that some church they do this thing forever. Oh, the same question: is there anybody here? Da, 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 da. They do those old questions, but I think I've heard from a reliable, from a pastor, a reverend, that said that it's actually formality, because if you stand up at that point in time to object anything, the church is not going to pay attention to you. They're going to go forward with the wedding. So she has a lot of gods coming to do that. So let me know if you're the type that you agree with her busting the wedding on that same day, and why do you think people do that? Why do you think people go bust down weddings on the wedding day? For me, it doesn't make sense. You will get whipped. Even if I'm a guest there, I will beat you. I'll put my hands on you. We don't entertain violence, yeah. But yeah, let me know your own take about this amazing story down in the comment section. Okay, love to know your own take on this. And yes, there's going to be a part two. The part two is not going to take long. In a couple of hours, it should be out. So bear with me, okay? All right. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing story down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Go on and share the story with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, so go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.